Welcome to Craft Corner, where we are going to make some biographical bracelets. First, get your packet that should have similar items to these that you see in front of you. Your bracelet, your paintbrush, your paint, a little bit of Mod Podge, something to write with, the extra book pages, and then magazines to cut out the words. Or you could cut out the words from the book as well, whatever you choose. Step 1 says to select words for your bracelet. They suggest selecting words or phrases from loose book pages that make you think of the person who will be wearing this bracelet. As you can see, I actually used images from magazines instead. That way they are different color and they will pop a little bit more than the book. But you could use the book sheets that are in as well, or the magazine copies that we will have in your packet for you also. I have chosen the words hope, explore, soulful, adventurer, celebrate, thankful, live life fully, and stronger. I'm going to give this to a strong, phenomenal woman in my life. The directions recommend setting the page on a cutting mat, which would be the book pages if you're going to use that, or the magazine pages if you're going to use those instead. And remove the words using a craft knife and a ruler. As you can probably tell, I just used a pair of scissors and cut neatly around the words so that they would still stand out. It says make sure you have enough words to encircle the bangle when lined up end to end. And they have a figure A on the back sheet that you can take a look at. It's on the last page of your instructions, if you'd like a better idea of what they're speaking of. I'm actually want a little bit of space between my words for my design, so I didn't cut out as many. I'm going to space them out more evenly through the bracelet. Step 2 in your instructions says to cut strips to cover the bracelet. Cut approximately 10 1-inch wide strips from the remaining pages, and they mean the book pages that you have here, which is what I used. To figure out the length needed for each strip, they say to multiply the width of the bracelet times 2. For example, if I were covering a 2-inch wide bracelet, I would need 4-inch lengths of 1-inch wide strips. And again, you can refer to figure B. I actually just took my ruler and figured I had about 3. I'm not as mathematical, but I did do the 1-inch that they recommended for my widths. And then I just tried one to make sure it was going to overlap in the back. And I think as long as you've got a little space, and that will be hidden in the back, of course, once that gets glued, you should be fine. I ended up cutting about 13 strips from the book pages because I want to make sure it covers. Once you have enough strips all cut out, then we get to begin the messiest part with step 3, decoupage strips on the bracelet. They want you to take a brush and apply some of the Mod Podge to both sides of your 1-inch section of the bangle, and then brush the Mod Podge onto one of the strips of paper. Position the strip on the outside of the bangle and wrap the edges around to the inside. Brush more Mod Podge over the outside of the strip. Let's try this.